Hi, everyone. Welcome back to a terrific Math Thursday. Again, my disclaimer from the previous video still applies. Absolutely struggle with these problems first. Don't struggle for too long. Come to these videos for help on how to solve these problems, and we'll build our thinking together. All right, everyone, so let's take a look. Let's consider together this diagram. All right, so which of the following is a value of y in the diagram? Well, I'll need to know this angle to find that, so let's do that. This is a straight line. So 125 plus this angle will add to a straight line. So this must be 55, one of my favorite numbers, because 55 plus 125 will give us 180. So that's 55 degrees. And now we know that 55 degrees, all of these angles inside here, inside this shape, will add to 360. A square is 360, 4 times 90, and any four-sided shape will add to 360. So anyway, 55 degrees plus 130 degrees plus 105 plus y equals 360. Now add these together in your head, gives you 290. 360 minus 290 gives you 70. Y is 70. Okay, so you just solve the algebra. Okay, do you want me to show you solving the algebra? Add 55 to 105. That gives you 160. 160 plus 130 gives you 290. 290 plus y equals 360. I need to add 70 to 290 to get 360, so that's the answer. I can also subtract 290 from both sides. And that will lead me to the answer. All right. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Well, how wonderful for ABCD. Now we want to find A. Oh, well, this one, you just have to add them up and find it. So 47 plus 93 plus 105 equals, plus A. Don't forget A. He's what we want to find. All of that equals 360. All right, let's go. So 47 plus 93 gives us 140. 140 plus 105 gives me 245 plus A equals 360. Subtract 245 from both sides gives me 115. A is equal to 115. There it is. There. Are multiple choice questions lovely? You're like, oh, there's my answer, and you don't have to check it. But watch out. Sometimes there's trick answers in there. Make sure you're confident in your answer. All right. Consider the diagram below. Wow, what's the value of y? Okay, well, this one is also rather simple. 43 plus 167 plus 90, because this is a 90-degree angle, plus y equals 360. Oh, 43 plus 167 is 210. 210 plus 90 is 300. Y is 60 degrees. 300 plus y equals 360. Y must be 60. Hello, Cuervo. And now let's take a look at question 14. What is the measure of x? Okay, we have a five-sided shape. Five-sided shapes can be divided into three triangles. So that means their interior angles sum to 3 times 180, which happens to be, I have it on good authority, that's the number 540. Okay, so here we go. These are 90 degrees each. So 90 times 2 plus 3x equals 540. Okay, then you have 3x equals 90 times 2 is 180. 540 minus 180 is 360. So x is equal to 120. Okay, okay, all right. So is that enough? No, you want a little more explanation? All right, sure. So I set up this equation here based on my knowledge that all of the angles of a five-sided shape will add to 540. This one is 90 degrees, this one is 90 degrees, and these are all the same. And if they're all the same, then three of them plus two 90-degree angles should equal 540. Two 90-degree angles was 180. I took away 180 from both sides of the equation, and I find that that's 360 on this side and 3x on that side. And then divide by 3 gives you 120. There you go. 15. This relation below can be expressed as 3x plus 4y minus 180 equals 0. Yes, these two angles will always sum to 180. So this is true because, well, 3x plus 4y equals 180. And then if you subtract 180 from each side, you get what they have here. Okay. So another way to write this relation, they're asking you to convert this to y equals mx plus b. All you need to do is convert to y equals mx plus b. So let's write it out again. 3x plus 4y minus 180 equals 0. We want to isolate y. We want y alone on the equation is equal to mx plus b. So the first thing I'm going to do is have 4y on this side and subtract 3x and add 180 to both sides. So 4y is equal to negative 3x plus 180. And then I divide both sides by 4, so I get y is equal to negative 3x over 4 plus 180 divided by 4 plus 90. Okay, so y is equal to negative 3 over 4x plus 90. Where is it? Negative 3 over 4x. Did I do that wrong? Yes, I did. I divided 180 by 2 instead of by 4. As I make mistakes sometimes. Here it is here. This one. 180 divided by 4 is not, in fact, 90. It's 45 degrees. So that's the, aren't multiple choice questions wonderful? Sometimes you can make mistakes and they help you find them. All right, let's keep going. All right, consider this diagram. Well, what's the value of x? This line is parallel with this line. So what does that tell me? If I can find this angle over here, this is a tricky one. This is like multi-step. Okay, this angle over here, this angle, let's call it y, is going to be the same as this angle over here. Call it y, because this is a line that crosses two parallel lines. So it creates this would be F pattern here. This would be the letter F like this. See how that's like a letter F lying on its side? Anyway, after having defaced the diagram, let me undo that. So those two angles are the same. And we can find this angle, y, because this angle here adds to 180. So this is 60 degrees, going a little faster. 80 plus 60 is 140. So y is 40 degrees. Okay. 40 plus 60 is 100. 100 plus 80 is 180. So y is equal to 40 over here. All right, it's not y anymore. It's not unknown. It's known. 40 plus 90 is 130. So this is 50. Okay. What's the value of x? Oh, oops. I wasn't trying to find this. I was trying to find that. So 40 and x. So x would be 140. Okay, why? Because x plus 40 adds up to 180. Something plus 40 is 180. Oh, that number is 140 right there. Teresa, she needs to cut a piece of wood in order to make a parallelogram. Don't we all from time to time need to cut a piece of wood to make a parallelogram? So there you go. She marks a line on the wood where she will cut. Good for you, Teresa. Measure twice, cut once. So what's the size of angle X? Well, we're told that she's making a parallelogram. So X is definitely going to be related to this angle here, but I need to cut out this 90-degree angle. So what that's going to create for me is, here, let me clear up the diagram a little bit, is I need to have, because I want to cut out this 90-degree section, and I actually want this. This is the angle X here. It's the same as that angle. And so 125 minus 90 gives me 35 degrees. So her angle X is 35 degrees. There you go. Teresa, that's going to make you a parallelogram. All right. 18. In the figure, PQ is parallel to RS. All right. So which of the following angles has a measure equal to 100 degrees? Well, this is 80 degrees because you have two kissing birds. This angle is the same as that angle when two straight lines cross. So that means this angle here is 180 total. So this is 100 degrees up here. And that means A is the same. A is 100 degrees. Because these two lines are parallel. So this down here is the same as that there. So that's 80 degrees. And then so A is 100 degrees. The circle graph shows a breakdown of the price of gasoline in Ontario in 2001. Oh, remember those days where you could fill your tank for less than $100? Well, we're still filling for less than $100, but it's darn close. All right. So what is the approximate measure of the marked angle? Ooh, it's close to 180, but it's not quite 180. I would say 150. We just have to guess, right? We just have to guess. 42% of the circle, it's almost half. So actually we could work this out exactly by knowing that the whole circle is 100% is 360 degrees and using ratios to find out what would 42% be. But I know that this is way more than 110. This is 150. Yeah. All right, so let's keep going. 110 be less than a third. Less than a third, so it'd be less than 33%. So about 150. Okay. All right. And then last one for this video. Question 20. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Again, we're all happy that ABCD has found itself and knows exactly what it is. All sides are the same length, so it's actually a rhombus. All right, and we want to know angle B is 80. We want to know angle A. It's 100. It's 100. Why? Watch. If that's 80, then this is 80 over here. Okay, they're the same because all sides are the same. And then the other two sides have to add up to make 360. 80 plus 80 is 160. 360 minus 160 is 200. And so each one is 100. Okay. An easier way to think about this is if it were a square, they'd all be 80. Sorry, they'd all be 90. Oh my goodness, they'd all be 90 degrees if it was a square. But if I squish this one down by 10 degrees, this one must go up by 10 degrees. So it's 90 plus 10. Okay, a few different ways to do that one. There, this is 10, 100 degrees. Any questions, ask me. I know I'm going fast, but hey, these are to help you out. So if they're not helping you out, you ask me a question. I'll help you out. All right, everyone. Thanks very much for your showing up for your learning today, and I hope your math practice is fruitful.